Good morning, leaders of tomorrow. Today we have another episode, and what are we going to talk about? Again, with the nonprofits, voluntary out of pocket expenses. So, when it comes to nonprofits, um, those who volunteer, who give their givings voluntarily, either through work, either through travel, using their own resources. Um, that is a tax write-off for these people who are volunteering, and that's an incentive that you want to put across to some of your donors who are volunteering their time through labor or work or resource. That might help you get some volunteers as you're building up your initial phase of your nonprofit. You know, volunteer work is very important to nonprofits, and you want to give some type of incentive. So you want to let all your volunteers know that there is a tax write-off, a tax deduction for volunteering, but they must be chosen by the nonprofit. So you, as the owner, the nonprofit, you have to choose these volunteers. They cannot just choose themselves. Choosing themselves doesn't qualify them for the deduction under the IRS tax rules. And also, if the value of the volunteer work goes above $250, it needs to be documented. And the documentation has to come from both the nonprofit side and given to the volunteer, so that the volunteer can then go forward and write this off on their tax return, on their 1040 tax return. Also, this volunteer work will also go on to your 990 when the 990 is being filed at the end of the year. So, again, just to summarize, just to cap, when it comes to volunteer work, you have to choose the volunteer. The volunteer cannot choose themselves. Also, the value, once it passes $250, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could just be, labor of work or any values, any value or resource they're using. Once it equals $250, it has to be documented, both on the nonprofit side and on the volunteer side. Again, guys, I am a tax preparer. I'm here to help individuals and nonprofits in their tax returns. I'm here to give advice, and I'm going to be giving more information. If you look in the description below, there's a link where you can download the PDF, How to Raise $100,000 for your nonprofit. It's a free resource. If you sign up, you'll get more free resources. I'll keep these videos pumping to give you more information. My goal is to help individuals and nonprofits succeed in the tax world. Have a great day, guys.